All right, so as you know, a few days ago, I opened a new account, this time with Tastyworks. So this is my 8th or 9th account, not quite sure. I haven't been taking trade. And today I want to show you exactly how I am planning to trade this account. So I thought about it over the past few days, and today I'm going to reveal my trading plan for you. So as a quick recap, this is only one of the accounts that I have, and I put $20,000 into the account. Now I asked you how much would you like me to put into the account? And with a small majority, you said $10,000, and then there were quite a few that said $25,000. So this is why I decided to put $20,000 in there. Now, for me personally, this is rather small, and because it is a small account and we want to trade this and grow it rather aggressively, this is my plan for this. After all, the other account, you have seen me to probably double in a matter of a couple of months or a few weeks here. So this is why I decided to trade options in this account. Now the question is, what kind of options? How do we trade it? Are we selling puts? Are we trading strangles? And this is where I decided, since right now the VIX is below 30 again, that I want to use my bread and butter strategy. As you know, this is the strategy that I've been trading for many, many years, the PowerX strategy. This is the strategy that I trade in my larger accounts that I use for income. And I thought it would be fun to trade this smaller account together with you according to the PowerX strategy, because I know that many of you have already gotten the book, the PowerX strategy. If not, I'll be happy to send you a copy for free. All I ask is that you pay for shipping and handling, which is $4.95. Anyhow, so here is the idea. So I thought, okay, how exactly am I going to trade the account? So I thought this would actually be a good time right now to look at the rules again and see if there's any possibility to refine the rules, to make it even better than it already is. So this is why I wanted to see, especially after we had this massive crash and we're in 2020 right now, is there a need to adjust anything, or can we just trade it as is? So let me recap the rules for you so that you see exactly what these rules exactly are. So I will use the PowerX Optimizer with the default settings. And I first want to run through this plan really quick, and then I want to show you a very specific example. So I want to show you what exactly I did today. But let me give you the overview first so that you know what you will see in just a few moments. I will then take all trades unless, here are the exceptions. The stock is completely crazy, and I'm going to show you an example for that in just a moment. I will take all trades unless the bid and ask of the option is too big, which in PowerX Optimizer is marked in red, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I will take all trades unless the risk of the option is more than 2% of the account, and since this is a $20,000 account, 2% of $20,000 is $400. So I will not risk more than $400 on any given trade. Now, I will trade the in-the-money option. Usually you have a choice between trading the in-the-money or at-the-money option. I choose to trade the in-the-money option every single time, just for consistency. And I will adjust the number of contracts to risk a maximum of $400 a trade. So I'm not planning to risk more than $400 a trade. So these are the entry rules, and I'm going to show you in a moment very specific examples of trades that I did today according to these rules. So for the exit, here is where I decided to test something that I meant to test for quite a few months right now. And it is the exit on the black bar. As you know, according to the PowerX strategy, you have 3 different exits. You have a stop loss, you have a profit target, and a black bar exit. Now let's talk about this. A black bar usually appears on the chart as soon as one of the 3 indicators that I like to use is no longer confirming the trend. And in an uptrend, I want all 3 indicators to confirm the uptrend. And as soon as one of them is no longer confirming the uptrend, I will get a black bar using the PowerX strategy and the PowerX Optimizer. So usually this is when I exited the trade. And I want to go back to the basics, because many, many years ago, when I first started trading the PowerX strategy, here is how I did it, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I don't know how many years ago. When the first occurrence that only one indicator is pointing in the opposite direction, I'm treating it as a warning. And only when I see that a second indicator is now also pointing in the different direction, then I will exit the next morning. By the way, if you're interested in getting these rules in writing, I've set up a website for you where you can give me your email address and I'll be happy to give you all these rules. We're jumping right back on there, but I just want to show it right now. So if you go to rockwelltrading.com/daily, this is where you get a copy of these rules if you want to. So my team is converting it into a PDF that you have it. I mean, you can either right now keep writing, or you can have a copy of these rules if you go to rockwelltrading.com/daily. I'm also doing an additional training where I go in more depth. So today I want to give you the overview, and for a more in-depth training, go to rockwelltrading.com/daily. Let me know what your name is and your email address, and I'll be happy to send you a copy of this document. So this way you don't have to take notes right now. Does that sound good? If this sounds good to you and if you're enjoying it thus far, do me a favor, click on like, because this way I know which videos are most interesting to you, and I will make more of those videos. Okay, but let's keep on talking about the plan. So for the stop loss, as soon as the stop loss is hit, I will exit the next morning, right? And when the profit target is hit, I will also exit the next morning. So these are the very simple rules. In a moment, I'm going to show you an example. And then, as I said, I'm doing a more in-depth training that I'm planning to do actually in the morning so that you can follow along with me in the mornings. I haven't decided yet. It will be sometime in the next few days. So go to rockwelltrading.com/daily, get on the list, and I'll let you know when I do the more in-depth training. Now, a few things that are really important that I want to mention here. I will on purpose overtrade the account. What does this mean? In general, I recommend that you have no more than 5 positions in your account at any given time. In this particular account, since I am testing the rules here, I will overtrade it, and it could be that I have 6, 8, 10, maybe even more positions in the account, and that is on purpose. So I am aware of the rules, and I am on purpose right now creating new rules for me for trading this account. Not saying that you should do it. Watch me trade this account, and then you can decide whether you can use the same rules in your trading. The primary goal is that I want to test the, as I said, the old black bar rule, that I'm not immediately exiting if only one indicator is telling me that the trend might be over, but that I'm testing the old rule only if 2 indicators are saying the trend is over, then I'm getting out of the trade. Now, the secondary goal is I'm just curious. I want to see how long does it take to make $2,000. I mean, this is a $20,000 account. I want to see how quickly can I make $2,000 on the account. So we will start trading it today. And today is May 19th. This is when I placed the first few trades in this account. So for this test, I've allocated $4,000. So I am okay while I'm doing this particular test to lose $4,000, which is 20% of my account. I'm fine with it. That's why I'm doing it for you, so that you don't have to test it. I want to make sure that I'm testing it for you, and then at the end of the test, I will give you the exact rules, right? So either if I lose $4,000, I will stop this test, or after 40 trades, whatever comes first. Okay, is this making sense? So these are the rules that I will use to trade this account. And in a moment, I want to show you exactly what I did today, how I used these rules to place the first trades today. And I want to show you thus far what the outcome is. But if this makes sense, do me a favor and click on like. And if you want to keep following this experiment and this test so that you see how quickly can I grow this account by at least 10%, and we'll keep trading it. And also if this adjustment to the rule makes sense or not, then subscribe, right? I mean, subscribe to this channel, hit the little notification bell, because this way you get notified whenever I go live or I release a new video. Let's go back to the entries. So step number 1, I will use the PowerX Optimizer with the default settings. And let me show you exactly what I did this morning. So I went to PowerX Optimizer. This is the software that I had programmed for myself that makes my life so much easier. I ran the scanner with the default settings. So I click on Reset to Default. I run the scanner, and you see here at the bottom, it goes fairly quick. So this scanner is one of the fastest that I've ever seen. And again, I programmed it, and I'm impatient. I want to see it fast. So I said I will take all trades unless the stock is completely crazy, or the bid ask of the option is too big, or the risk of the option is more than 2% of the account. So the first stock that came up was ASGN. And ASGN, for me, this is an okay stock, so this wasn't bad. But when I clicked on the options tab, you see that here it shows me it is in red. So the bid ask is too high for this. So looking at the first stock, ASGN, it is violating this rule that the bid ask of the option is too big. Therefore, I kicked it out. I removed this from the scanner. And again, if you have the PowerX Optimizer and you have followed the training, you know that the rules are usually a little bit different. So on purpose right now, I'm refining the rules because I want to test a few things and I want to get as many trades in as possible. My goal here is to get the 40 trades in, hopefully within the next 4 to 6 weeks. That is the plan here. Okay, so the next trade is AXM. So this here, this is for me a crazy stock. Why is that? Because as you can see here, it was just going sideways, was not going anywhere. Then had this huge run up with a massive gap. Recently had a massive gap, and this is just a completely crazy stock. So according to my very simple rules that I have here, this stock is crazy and I'm ruling it out. So this were right now removed from scanner. So the next stock on the list here is IMMR. Now IMMR looks like a good stock to me. Nothing crazy about this. Going to the options tab, we see that it is not red, it is nicely black. So the rules are okay. So this morning, I was planning to trade IMMR, and I'll show you in a moment exactly how to do this. Let's go to the next one, MTDR. So MTDR, this is where you see, okay, we had a gap, but this was during the COVID cutout here. So you see, we marked it black because I told you, did another video of there of why I'm not considering this time period when the markets were just absolutely nuts. So overall, nice stock here, looks good to me. Going to the options tab, we see nothing red there. So this is another trade that I wanted to take this morning, and I'll show you the results in just a moment. So the next one is Run. So Run also here, really nicely trading up and down, nothing crazy. Yes, it got a little bit crazy during this pandemic, but this is why it is all gray. As you know, during this pandemic, we are not considering any trades. You know this, we have not been trading the PowerX strategy according to the rules. So this is why I'm not concerned about this. Other than this looked like another good trade. Let's take a look at the options. Also here, nothing red. Let's go to the last one, XPEL. So XPEL, also not a crazy stock, looking nice uptrends, downtrends, no crazy gaps here. Going to the options tab, it is looking a little bit red. The rule, by the way, is it is looking red when the bid ask is more than 50 cents apart. Again, if right now you say, whoa, I don't understand, it's too fast. This is why I have the more in-depth training for you, rockwelltrading.com/daily, and we'll do this together. But let me show you then exactly what I did. So this is where I created a quick watch list for myself in TradingView with IMMR, MTDR, Run, and XPEL. And this is where on the charts I set alarms. And this is where I said, okay, as soon as we go below the entry price, this is when I want to buy the option. So for IMMR, I wanted to bet on a falling market. Let me just show you the chart here in PowerX Optimizer again. So betting on a falling market, and therefore I want to make sure that IMMR is going down. Didn't do it today. MTDR is another stock that was identified, and yes, it did trigger this morning when it crosses above 846. As soon as the alarm went off, I entered the trade in Tastyworks. So here is the trade. So I bought a call option, and I bought the exact call option that PowerX Optimizer told me to buy. So you see, this is where my tool, that's why I love using the PowerX Optimizer, makes it super easy. It shows me right here exactly what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to buy the 750 call with an expiration of 6/19, so we have 32 days to expiration, paying a maximum price of $1.50, no more. And again, in the in-depth training, I explain exactly what's behind there. Just want to give you the overview here right now. And if this is helpful, just let me know. Click on like, you know the drill. So I entered this trade, and right now, as you can see, I'm down $90. Why? This is for MTDR here. So MTDR, as we can see on the charts, moved higher and now is moving lower towards my stop loss. So my stop loss is at 748. And again, this is where PowerX Optimizer makes it super easy for me and tells me exactly where my stop loss is, where my profit target is, and all I need to do is set an alarm for it, and I'm good. So MTDR is a trade where we might get stopped out. If so, no big deal. I'm willing to risk a maximum of $400, and right now, as you can see, I'm just down $90, so not even 25% there. So the other trade, run, looks much better. It's up $100 right now. So this is why down $90 here, up $100 here, so I'm up $10 for the day. I know, $10 for the day, nothing to rave about, but hey, let's see what happens over the next few days. Because what I'm expecting here is that both of these trades obviously continue to move higher. So that's what we see with MTDR, and that's what we also see with run. So run here, also really nice trade. And this was an entry today. My stop loss is here and my profit target is here. And thus far, run is looking really good. Now, XPEL, I also got a trigger here, but thus far, I've not been filled. The important thing is, especially when you're buying option, you never ever want to overpay for an option. This is why I had my software programmed in such a way that it tells me for XPL, what is the maximum price I should pay for the option so that I'm not overpaying for it. And it told me it's $1.90. And so this is where I placed an order, as you can see here, for $1.90, and right now it is trading at $2.50. So I do not want to overpay for an option. This is where I say, all right, I either get in right at my price or no trade. Now here we have right now another 5 minutes. It's very unlikely that I'm getting filled on this one. I might just be in these 2 trades and that's fine. So out of the 4 trades that came up today, I am in the 2 trades. I attempted to do this one and the 4th trade never triggered. And again, I mean, I'm going through this super quickly. If you would like to have a more in-depth session, that will probably be an hour where I walk through everything in more detail. Just register for it at rockwelltrading.com/daily. I don't know yet when I'll do it. I'm planning to do it in the morning, so it will not be at the usual time. Therefore, just get on the list that I can send you an email and letting you know when I'm doing it. And I'll do it sometime over the next few days. So this is it in a nutshell. Let's go back to the trading plan. As you can see, a trading plan does not have to be complicated. I mean, a trading plan can be simple. And this is what you see here. Just to recap, that's my trading plan, $20,000 account, rather small, trading options. Here are the entries, and I followed the rules to a T today to take these trades. And regarding the exits, again, I have my stop loss in the market, I have my profit target in the market, and the black bar. Now again, if you right now already have the PowerX Optimizer and you say, well, these rules here, these rules are slightly different than what I know, you're absolutely right. That's what I'm doing for you so that you don't have to fiddle around in the markets to find out how to best trade the markets. I'm doing it for you, and then I'll let you know as I do here, or if you have purchased the PowerX Optimizer, if you have invested in it, if I feel that after conducting these tests, there need to be some adjustment to the rules, I will let you know. And we'll also then probably just make a few modifications to the PowerX Optimizer in the same way as we just did it when we said, you know what, we were not trading during this crazy time. Therefore, we're removing all these trades and shading it in gray here. So this is a tool, I mean, made from a trader for traders like you. If you enjoyed this video, you're gonna love any of these videos. Click on the one that you like best, and I'll see you in the next video.